G'day, this is Shay, and welcome to a tutorial on Empyrion blueprints. What's a blueprint, you ask, and where do I get it? Well, a blueprint is down here. It's a pre-made base, small vessel, hovercraft, or capital vessel that you can spawn into your world, and you can download it from Steam. So I've actually been going crazy, and I've downloaded a whole lot already, but I'm going to show you how to actually download one from the Steam workshop. First of all, it's a good idea to exit out of the game. Completely out of the game. And when you're on your desktop, open up Steam, into your Steam library, go into Empyrion Galactic Survival. Click on Community Hub. And when you're here, there's all of these things across here. Go into Workshop. And here you will find a wealth, a treasure trove of things that you can download. Look at this, Stargate Atlantis City. You have capital vessels, small vessels, hover vessels, and bases. I'm going to go for a small vessel. I've actually chosen the one I'm going to download, but I'm going to explain a few things first. It really pays to check what you're choosing to download, because depending on your level and the resources you have, some things won't be available. So if I go into one, like for example this VF19A Macross, these people are amazing because what they've done is not only have they provided a whole bunch of cool photos to look at what you're downloading, they also provide a photo or a picture of all of the things you need. Iron, copper, cobalt, silicon, zirconium, erestrum, and neodymium. Now the last three things are things that you probably can't get on a Kua. You usually get it when you go to other planets. So it's a good idea when you first start out, try and look for something that doesn't have these three things in them. What uses these items, you ask? Things like plasma cannons, turrets, and rocket cannons or turrets. So basically, if you choose something that doesn't have those three resources on them, you can add them later once you get them. So it's a good idea to start out small if you want. Now, I found one called the Hornet. It looks pretty cool, and you can find out who created it by going down here, Targa. I don't know this person at all, but it's had 1,572 downloads, or people who have saved this onto their Empyrion game. So what you do when you get to an item that you like, make sure you go across and find out, it's usually the last photo, find out what goes into the item. See, this doesn't have a lot of stuff. It's only got 440 iron ingots, so it's super cool. And don't mind about the color, you can actually change that. What you need to do is find the green button and click subscribe, and it downloads it to your files, your game files. Now you go back to library and you launch Empyrion. Now click tab, go into blueprints, and we will find the Hornet. Here is the Hornet. Now we go to factory. You can't just spawn it in willy-nilly. What you need to do is you need to get all your items from here into there. So what I've done quickly is I've organized everything so I've got the right amount for each of the things. So here we've got iron, we've got 440, chuck it in here, and we've got 190 copper ingots, we've got silicon ingots, and we've got cobalt ingots. But what we can do is we go back into the base, and of course in your constructor you're going to have all this stuff here. You're going to have other things that go into, like metal plates. What goes into metal plates? Iron goes into metal plates. What goes into cables? Copper goes into cables. So you can actually add these things if you already have them in your inventory, and it'll actually reduce the amount of time it takes to spawn it. So we're going to have a little go at this. What I really need is, I don't have enough cobalt, so I'm going to have to find some things that have cobalt. Now the metal components have cobalt, and I have 33 of them, so I'm going to take some. The motor also has metal components which will have some cobalt in it, so I'm going to chuck that in there. Okay, so we need a bit more cobalt ingot than what we've got. We've only got 154 and we need 160. So we're going to put in some metal components. This is actually going to add on to our iron ingots. We don't actually need to put as many iron ingots in there as we needed. See, that increases our cobalt amount, and we've pretty much got enough now. So we're going to chuck that in there. We've got enough. That in there, we've got enough. And that in there, that in there, and we've got enough, and now we can start production. Now this is going to take 34 minutes. If I'd added these things, it might have reduced it a little bit, but it sort of takes a bit of planning to see what kind of items you have already in here. If you have a look at the flux coil, see it says sathium ingot and silicon ingots, so if you actually put that into the blueprints, you could probably not have to go and search for sathium ingots or sathium ores in the universe. Same with power coils. If you have a power coil and you put it into your blueprint, and your blueprint requires erestrum and zirconium, then you won't actually need to go and get those ores. You could just put in the power coil, which is great, and the reason why you need to loot things to see how many of those things you can find. Blueprint is complete. Let's have a look at it. Blueprints, it's up here, completed. We're going to spawn it in. Ta-da! It's very cool. So there is my Hornet. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this tutorial taught you a little bit about how to get the blueprints from the Steam Workshop. Go crazy. There are so many wonderful things. People are really talented. I don't know, some things I could definitely not make even if I tried. And if you want to follow along with my Let's Play, my Empyrion Let's Play, check out my channel. My next episode, I think it's episode 6, I will be flying around on this little baby around the world to discover what things lie beyond. Very exciting, so don't forget to check that out. USS Voyager, we're going to spawn it. Check that out. Oh my goodness. Isn't it amazing? Oh my god. I think I just fell in love. Cool. I am so in love right now. Oh my goodness.